What's up, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Planet Zoo. Once again, if you guys are enjoying the series, make sure you drop a like on the video. It'd be greatly appreciated. Don't pay any attention at all to this stilted structure out here. We're going to get into that before too long, but today's episode is going to be mainly focused on stuff that I've done off camera that I, honest to God, cannot wait to share with you guys. And then additionally, the Saccharum, the beetle, is finally going to be added in today as well. So hopefully you guys are excited to see that. I know I am. Before we start looking at beetles to possibly purchase, I think it's important that we go through some stuff that I did off camera. Hold on. Is it about to rain? Okay, this is probably gonna seem like a little questionable, right? I gotta say, they don't ever show rain in Africa, period, ever. I mean, there's gotta be some way that this water could just appear. I always figured it was like natural springs and stuff. I didn't think it could be from rainwater. Is that insensitive of me to not know? I'm honestly concerned. Wait a minute, I can change this. It doesn't even matter if it's raining. It's on shuffle right now. We got the weather playlist set on shuffle, dude. There's no sunny though. There's just clouds, rain, or no clouds. Is that sunny? I'm nitpicking here, but why isn't that just a symbol of a sun instead of no clouds? Anyways, I did a little bit more scenery decorating off camera, and I'm really proud of sort of what we came up with. So over here for the rhinoceros exhibit, I definitely thought it was important that we incorporate an additional rhinoceros instead of just one sort of being the circular focal point here. So honestly, all I did is just move this statue back a little bit and sort of lowered the terrain down, made a nice little pond here, and then added in a rock wall to sort of hide the underside of the observation deck up here. Kind of like what we did over here with the bamboo wall. It's just a different structure. And I really think that turned out nice. I was tempted to add a waterfall, but it just doesn't really make much sense having one of those over here. Whoa. I'm sorry, what? We have Bebe? Dude, we have a Bebe. Wait, do they only have one? Delma. What a cute name. Look at that horn. Oh, so they're only born with one horn. Interesting. I don't know how accurate this game actually is, but as you can see here, Delma has been born with only one horn. I wonder which horn it is, because they very clearly have two very distinct horns. That must, the secondary one, the one that's more further up their face, must come later, I'm thinking, because, right? Am I getting too into this? Does anybody else think the things that we think while playing Planet Zoo? I honestly can't say I've ever seen a bebe rhino. Well, you know, when they're bebe, I guess they're just a little less horny. Whoa, can I say that? Here come Bebe. Dude, Bebe just come rustling up, dude. Okay, she's cute. She's real cute. All right, I got distracted. I got really distracted. Hold on. Dude, what, do they all just run that way? Look at the hustle. He's got some pep in his step, dude. He is marching on over to the food bowl. Incredible. Okay, distracted again. As I was sort of briefly explaining the scenery additions in this area, I added a few more lights. You probably wouldn't even notice them, probably wouldn't even pick up on them. A couple of coastal trees, just added a bunch more plants. You guys know plants, placing down plants in particular is not my most favorite thing to do on Planet Zoo, but I do sacrifice myself to do so off camera. A, so you guys don't have to watch me, visually in pain, but B, so I can just kind of do it whenever I feel like doing it. Like all of this stuff over here took me 10 minutes and I just did that like in between edits real quick and it went well. So I sort of like doing things that way. What else is new? I did add a little bit more scenery over here. Also, I didn't want to go through with making a rock wall structure over here since this is, we're approaching the edge, the outskirts of the zoo, and I just didn't really think it was important to fence that off or wall that off like we had on the opposite side. And then again, as for the stilted structure out here with the staff resting facility, the workshop, the bathroom blocks, pay no attention to this, okay? We will cover what it's going to be later on, but right now I think it's important that we focus in on these beetles. I only say don't pay attention to it because it's just gonna be in the background. But we gotta get these exhibits up and running, dude. We have this whole little plaza out here for our guests to come and see the beetles, or the scarab, and a bunch of the other smaller exhibit animals that we could potentially have in here. That's just it. We don't have any right now, so we have to fix that by going into the animal market here, and I'm just gonna type Scarab. That's actually how you spell it. Sacred Saccharum Beetle. If scarab means beetle, this is Sacred Beetle. You gotta love that. All right, let's see. What do we have here? We have a female and we have a male, 1.9 years old. How long does a beetle live? Gotta be a long time, right? Data deficient. Okay. Oh, are these dung beetles? You can probably guess why that might have just clicked in my brain, because of the massive ball of dung that this beetle is carrying around. Should we read this? Oh, yeah, here we go. First sentence right out the gate. The sacred Saccharum Beetle is a dung beetle native to the coastal dunes and marshes around the Mediterranean Sea, meaning it is found in North Africa. Hey, there we go. It goes on to say Europe and the Middle East. I'm not going to bore you guys with reading things, but I'm really just curious on how long these actually live for. Life expectancy 5 years. Okay, so we want them as young as possible when purchasing them. Weight unknown. Kind of hard to weigh a beetle, I suppose. Interesting. Oh, shoot. While we were in there, we should have just looked at their group size and stuff. 1 to 25. Holy heckin' heck. Dominance none, though the males fight over females and dung balls, unsurprisingly. They are fertile till death, which is always good. And the interbirth period could take about 11 months, which means that they have 5 years of total life, so they have 5 chances of having bebe before they die. So they could only have up to 5 bebe. Of course, we don't know how many bebe they actually have. We don't ever really get into the nitty-gritty stuff like this, do we? If you guys are interested in like the backstory behind the animals, like the reproduction stuff, the social needs of basically anything that's in the zoopedia we normally just sort of gloss over. If you guys want me to read more into this type of stuff, definitely let me know down in the comments. I always just gloss over it because I feel like nobody really cares. What? African buffalo's about to have offspring? Dude, we haven't even checked in with our... Are you dead? I think he's probably good, or she is probably good, but we rarely check in with the African buffalo since we've, placed them in this habitat. And we're about to get a freaking bebe. There's 2 bebe already. Look at him. Look at him. 2 bebe already in one single episode. Alika. Alika. Sorry. Female. My bad. Sorry, ma'am. 1 single offspring from both animals now in this exhibit. Okay, no, guests, you cannot be over here. This area is not open yet. All right, back to the beetles. Back to the beetles. I am very scatterbrained today. We have 1.3-year-old and we have a 1.3-year-old. I'm going to disregard the fact that he has a bronze medal, and I think I'm just going to get the 2 that are at least close in age. We're going to send this one to Exhibit 4. Okay, that's right. So when you place an exhibit animal in one of those exhibit enclosures, then and only then will the windows become transparent. They sort of have this wallpaper to them right now. Okay, so we got exhibit has no keepers assigned or free to visit. We have to pause. I totally forgot about that. We have this lovely little keeper hut over here while this menu's kind of in the way. We have this whole keeper hut here, and we have no keepers to fill it with. It will also be a keeper hut for this area we're not talking about yet. Oh no, listing expired. What? I didn't know they could do that. Okay, we just need another 1.3-year-old, so they're around the same age. There we be. Okay, he's going in there. Look at that. We have our first guest out here already, dude. So my original thought was that we would have 3 sides of these exhibits totally transparent, and then where these 2 exhibits actually meet down the center here, we would just leave that one wall opaque. But before we get into, customizing these little doodads and things, we should probably get another keeper. So let's go ahead and hire one of those. There we go. Place them down over here. And we just need the one What is your name, my good sir? Hung.
Why are we still here? Just to suffer?
Okay, good to meet you, Hung. Now, Hung is going to need a work zone, which they do not currently have. It's going to consist of those two exhibits here, these two here, this keeper hut area, and then this mega staff resting facility out here that, again, we're just not talking about yet. We're not covering that. Is there another staff resting facility that's closer? The other one is clear over here in the food court area, and I think that's just too far of a walk. We're just gonna name it the Saccharum Keeper Zone. That'll work. And then coming back to staff, we have Hung on the Saccharum Keeper work zone. That is perfect, dude. All right, and now with that out of the way, we can continue to let things play out. So how large are these dung beetles? Oh. What is going on? Animal is not in ideal humidity and temperature. Ooh, I guess I didn't realize that we have to do all this stuff. Oh, here's the windows. Okay, window 1 is that one. We want that one closed. 3D facade. Now we're talking, dude. Look at this. Wait, what's a 2D facade look like? Ugh. Disgusting. Closed window 1 with a 3D facade. Dude, that looks so freaking sick. And thankfully, it'll show us what the animal actually needs here, rather than having to go all the way over to their zoopedia and look it up. So that's kind of nice. So their range is 68 to 95. It's currently 99. So let's bring that down to 85. I think that'll be a good temperature for them. And then the humidity is at 0%. It needs to be 40 to 60, so we'll do 50% humidity on that, dude. Now, if I play, we have to wait for the things to adjust and correct themselves, but we are about there. There we go. All right, perfect. And I think that's all we have to do for these. Oh, layout. Okay, so we can add things to enrich their habitat. I still haven't seen these things either, so they must be fairly small. What does a large rock A look like? Pfft, that's a rock, dude. Large rock B, oh, what a rock. And then large rock C, oh, God, what a rock. And then we got some trees. How many trees can we get in here? 3 whole trees? Good God, man. And then camouflage? I don't think they actually need any camouflage because I already can't see them if they are in here. But there we go, we have 100% layout. Now, let's get rid of large rock B. Let's get rid of fallen tree B. Actually, I kind of liked the fallen tree. Let's get rid of fallen tree A. That one's kind of ugly. And then we'll get rid of camouflage C. All right, we're still at 100% in their layout, so I think that actually looks pretty good. And we can sort of change each one, assuming we're gonna have multiple scatubs, multiple beetles. But I don't know, there's gotta be other species that we can get, other exhibit species that we can get that are from Africa. So maybe we don't wanna crowd up all 4 of these things with just beetles. I feel like that would be kind of weird. But Exhibit 4 is now complete. Dude, let's hit play, and I'm just gonna wait around until I see one of these dang beetles, because so far, I got nothing. I don't even think the guests can see the beetles. Oh my God, is that one right there? Are they that small? I can't even zoom in on that thing. They're that small. Look at him rolling his little, his little poop ball around. Oh, that's gross, but you know what? Hey, somebody's gotta do it, right? It's a tough job. Look at that little man's. And they just back it up too. That's interesting that they basically like handstand this dung ball and push it around with their back legs. Okay, on to the next exhibits. And then after we do these exhibits, we will talk about what the stilted area is going to be, all right? Well, I'm about halfway through the zoopedia list now, and so far I haven't found any other exhibit species that are from Africa, which is sort of concerning. So we might actually be putting animals in these exhibits that are completely unrelated to Africa, which is fine. Oh, here we go. The giant tiger land snail. That's what we needed right there. All right, so that settles that. Next, we're gonna do the giant tiger land snail, which I haven't seen. So hopefully it actually is giant. Here we go. We got a male and a female around the same age. Oh, should we look at their zoopedia again and just make sure that that their group size is okay? 1 to 6, a much smaller group size. They live for 7 years and they are fertile until death. All right, reproduction in captivity, easy. So yeah, let's just do a male and a female. We have, oh, that male's fertility is very, very bad. But this longevity is very bad. Okay, you know what? he's got a silver medal, so he must be pretty good. We're gonna get him, and we're gonna put him in this exhibit right there. Look at that, dude. It already populated it. Let's see. We need decent fertility. That's not bad. And the longevity, I feel like, will sort of counteract the males. Can we already see them? Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, compared to the beetle, I would say they're much, much larger. And now I understand why they're called tiger snails, because the shell. As for their habitat, let's go through and close the window that we need. I think it's 3 on this side. Perfect. And then another 3D facade. That looks excellent. So now we have a 3D facade on this side and a 3D facade on that side. So the two species will never see each other. I feel like that might be kind of important, right? And then temperature needs to be 73 to 97, so we'll do that around 80 something. 85 is good as well. Did I do that on the last one? I probably did. And then humidity needs to be about 50%. Literally the same settings as the other exhibit. Dude, we could have probably just put them in the same exhibit. So we got their climate sorted. Let's go to their layout and we'll try to figure out what looks good in here. So a lot of trees. It's sort of made to look like a jungle floor almost. Let's throw in a large rock pile and a small rock pile. And then they already have a lot of trees and stuff, a lot of vines. So I think we'll only do 1 log. We'll do that larger trunk right there. Ooh, and then they have what they call misters. Can we see the mister? Oh, we can. Okay. On that accent wall over there. That's pretty cool. What about B? Okay, B is that side, and then C is the back. All right. I like Mr. A. Up along the 3D wall there. That looks good. And their layout's now 100%, so they are ready to go, dude. Moving on, we have to find 2 more underpriced. Underpriced? Are you kidding me, dude? We just keep raising the price of entry here every single episode. And then let's do $12? 14 and 12? 15 and 12. Try to complain about that now, huh? But now we have to find 2 more exhibit animals for these 2 exhibits here. We have a Goliath frog and a Goliath beetle, both from, you guessed it, Africa. We got a big lizard. We got a big old lizard right here, a Nile monitor, and then we have a puff adder. Let's disregard the other beetle since we already have a beetle. We'll maybe also disregard the frog unless we can find a cooler reptile, like maybe a snake or something. Yeah, I like that idea actually. Let's go with the puff adder for our reptile since we don't have one of those. Wait, do we have one of those? A snail's not a reptile, right? That's probably a dumb question, but then we don't want 2 beetles. They're both reptiles, but they're same, but different. One has arms and one doesn't, or limbs, legs. Okay, never mind. The Nile monitor is actually a large exhibit animal, so that's not gonna work here. So we need to find something else with legs. That's also a reptile, amphibian. Oh, now I'm all messed up. I don't know the difference between an amphibian and a reptile, do I? It's got to be the difference between legs and not legs. You know what? Just makes the most sense. Someone's going to correct me and be like, I can't believe you didn't know. I ain't no zoologist, okay? I feel like we've made that very clear. But here we go. The Goliath frog is the other one we're going to go with. And then the snake. Goliath frog. I got to make sure that their group size is perfect, dude. 1 male, 1 female. That is the maximum. We might be pulling out some bebe, like frequently. Oh, reproduction in captivity is difficult. Okay, so maybe not. I was kind of worried there. Because when they have a bebe get old, and then you have to remove bebe because their group size is only 1 to 2, male and female. Bebe don't fit. Bebe don't fit the picture right there, which is just kind of sad. But let's move back down to, what was the other one? The puff adder. Ooh, here we go. We got Mozambique or Momina. We're gonna get her for sure because freaking gold star, dude. That's impressive. Next, we just need a male for her to mingle with, and we're gonna go with Diane. Which, you know what? I'm not going to judge this. I have an uncle named Tracy, so if his name is Diane, so be it. Now, for these 2 habitats here, of course, we're going to have to close off that 3rd window, add in a 3D facade for him. This looks very familiar. I feel like I've seen that before. Oh, yeah. And then let's move over to this one. We will close window 1. And then add a 3D facade over here. That looks very similar to this one, except bamboo, which is kind of cool. Wait, is that the Goliath frog? Oh, there it is. Oh, and another one over here in the water that I just completely did not see. And then we have our 2 snakes doing their snake thing. The Goliath frog needs 79 to 90 degrees Fahrenheit, and then 74 to 86 12% humidity. So let's dial this back to 85 again, dude. There it is. The magic number. 100% layout. Perfect, dude. Now if we hit play, we shouldn't have any issues with any of these exhibits. Right? Hopefully those even out soon. If we don't get any more notifications about it, we should be good. Perfect, dude. And we have a bunch of people already down here checking out these animals, which is good. I'm gonna add 2 more donation bins on the opposite side over here, just because we don't have any, and you know, we gotta maximize profits somehow. Animal is stressed. If you're stressed, just go hide behind a thing somewhere. Maybe we should give them more hiding spots, or maybe we should give them another space, another shelter to take shelter in. Oh, and we're about to have another offspring? What is with this place today? We're just having bebe left and right. I wish we could somehow change the game code to be like, instead of about to have offspring, it'll say about to have bebe. Yep, here we go. Norbeese has had offspring. What do we got? Another female. Looking good, dude. Freaking gold star on her. Now, the area I was thinking of putting another possible little doodad, little shelter, was actually back over here behind the waterfall. I just feel like it's well concealed. You know, I don't think... Wait a minute. What? Another one? We're about to have another bebe, dude. Are you about to lay down in the water? Oh, you sure are. We have a water bebe. Our first water bebe. This one's a male. Silver medal on this bad boy. Facilities without power. What are you on about? Oh, yeah, that whole thing. It's kind of lacking in the power department, isn't it? Since we have this little structure over here, we actually have enough space to now put another solar panel. And we are going to put this right here, just to make things easy for us. Now, we should have full facility power, and this little street light over here should actually illuminate now. If we go into night time, there we go. Now we can tell we have power. See, you don't even have to look at the heat map. Try to conceal it a little bit more. Let's place her down right there. Yeah, so you can barely tell it's back there. So all the more shy animals, hopefully they'll beeline it that way. I did think it was kind of weird that we had one shelter for 2 different species. I feel like they might be a little territorial about their shelters, but so far we haven't had any issues. So as you guys can tell, I've tried to have a little bit more fun with this one. Tried to make it a little bit more focused on the animals, not so much the entire zoo. But now I think it's time to properly address the elephant in the room, so to speak. That is this massive stilted structure out here that has no walls, no real purpose to it yet, at least not to you guys. So I'm gonna fill you in on that really quick. This is going to be our African penguin habitat. Now, I have no idea what all entails building a habitat for African penguins, because penguins, in my mind, are always like in the Arctic, you know, somewhere colder. So we're gonna have to do some serious research to try to get this thing outfitted properly for those animals. But in the next episode, we will be starting construction on what is hopefully a more successful aquarium than in our previous Planet Zoo series. I just sort of gave up on it after a while. So that's my hope. That's my plan. But you guys can see here we have a very loose layout already configured, complete with staff paths and, you know, like the workshop over here, a huge staff resting facility because we have none this far out in the zoo, and then additionally 2 more bathrooms because our only bathroom block right now is clear at the front. But like I said, I think we're going to pick this up in the next episode, so I hope to see you guys there. Once again, if you guys did enjoy, please leave a like, leave a comment, help support the dream by smashing that subscribe button, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Peace.